Hey, what's up you guys? Tank from New Republic, and today we have the review of the Marushin FN57 licensed by Cybergun. So this is the box that you get it in. It's just a standard brown box that has this like full front sticker and a full back sticker. So you can see it showcases the gun, CO2 powered 6mm, the Herstal logo, FN57, 424 FPS with .12s, not .2s. And then down here it has some stats. 424 FPS with .12s, 328 FPS with .2s, which isn't even accurate. Energy is below 1 joule. Max range 50 yards, 45 meters. Mag capacity is 22. Weight 1.75 pounds or 794 grams. Length 8.27 inches or 210 millimeters. And then backs is referring to the back system, which is basically just hop up. And then this small little red thing is just saying that if you're in the United States, you're going to have an orange tip on your gun because of federal law. Now here, this is the back. Same thing, almost has the logo again, FN57, 6mm, CO2, the gun itself. And then here it just has some different warnings. And some barcodes. And then made in Japan. Alright, so let's get inside the box. First thing you're going to see is your manual. Manual / warranty card. It has, you know, the classic, don't shoot yourself, don't shoot your friend, don't shoot something that's going to come back and hit you, don't give it to a baby, use good BBs, and then if you have any questions, call your local fire department. On the left side it has a bunch of warnings. Up here on the top is BB loading, and then CO2 insertion, which I will show you. And then safety, and how to adjust your rear sight, and then how to adjust your hop-up, which I will also show you. You're going to find your little Allen key, found inside a little plastic bag. It's nice. I use those bags for all kinds of stuff. Here's the Allen key. And then your pistol is going to be inside another little plastic sleeve. And then this sticker is also going to be on the gun itself. Let's get this stuff out of the way. Let's start with the gun itself. We're going to take out the magazine. We're going to go over the magazine in a second. Here's the pistol itself. All plastic. Same thing as the real one, all plastic. In the front here you have your standard Picatinny rail, which is actually nice because it's nicer than most pistols because it actually has multiple different sections, or multiple rail, is that considered rail segments? One rail segment with multiple rails compared to like a Glock, where this would all be filled and then it just has like one line. Let's get a little close up on those nice trades there. Here you go, Herstal, Belgium, which is where Herstal is based. And then it's nice, it has the real steel caliber markings, not the airsoft one. So 5.7 by 28, which is what the real 5.7 shoots. Not a unique serial number. All serial numbers are the same. And then the Herstal logo again, and then here are the Marushin trades, which is just Marushin Industry Company, Ltd. I can't get a good focus on that. Made in Japan. And then safety here, ambidextrous. So if you're shooting with your right hand, focus please. You can safety off, and then with your left hand, you can do thumb, or if you're a left-handed shooter. On the left side, some things that aren't ambidextrous are your mag release. Someone was saying that it can be flipped around, but I'm not quite sure about that. Maybe. I don't know how. Your slide release, not ambidextrous, and also your takedown lever is not ambidextrous. This was the blaze orange tip they're talking about. You have a chrome outer barrel, which I wish it was black, but it is what it is. Front sight, rear sight, which is adjustable for windage and elevation. That's about it. We're going to take it down in a second, but first we're going to look at the magazine and how to take out the CO2. So let me take out the CO2 real quick. Alrighty, got the CO2 out here. So simply to load it in, use your included Allen key, unscrew the little bottom silver cap. Once again, I wish it was black. Put in your CO2 cartridge, tip first. Put on your little cap here. And then try to screw it in to get the threads to align. I can never get it to, there it goes. Keep screwing until you hear the tss of the CO2, and then keep screwing after that until you don't hear it anymore, and then it's good to go. Now let's move on to how to take the gun apart, how to lubricate it, and how to adjust the hop-up system. So for this, it's a little bit different than, say, a Glock. You're going to pull back your slide like halfway, and then pull back the takedown lever, just like that, and release it forward. And then it's not going to go any more forward than this. And then you just go to the front of your slide and lift up just enough to where there's a line, and then keep going forward. And then this is just your lower, very light, because there's nothing in there. Here's your slide, all plastic. First thing you'll want to do, if you have your orange tip on, push this forward and take off this little clamp here. This little guy, it's around the orange tip, just behind it. Just take off that little clamp, and then go back to your slide. Move your barrel forward and then out, and then watch out for your spring. Make sure it doesn't fly off. And then here's your outer barrel, and then here's your hop-up adjustment, which on the left side is labeled as up. So more hop-up is that way, less hop-up is that way. So you spin it this way, there'll be more hop-up, and then away is less. So yeah. And then as far as lubrication goes, because this is a CO2 pistol, you're going to have to lubricate it more often. Main thing is your air nozzle. Just inside here, just inside there, and then the little hole right there. Spray in there, silicone oil, or if you just have drops, drop them in there, and then just do this just to get it to make sure it sits well. And then also probably want to pull it back and do a drop in there. You can also do some lubrication on your mag itself. Put a drop inside the this is the output valve, so I guess we're just where the gas goes into the gun, just in there, because you'll lubricate the O-rings. And also want to lubricate where the slide travels on the frame. So right here on the back, and then on the front it travels right here. So now we're just going to reassemble it. Take your inner barrel and your outer barrel, slide in the inner barrel into the outer barrel. Take your spring, put the spring on the outer barrel. Take your slide, spring, line, and then put the barrel through. And keep pushing and wiggling until you get it like this. Shouldn't fall out. And then you want to push your barrel out and put that clamp back on. Just like that. And then as far as putting it back onto the gun, hold the gun like this. Start with putting the little rails on the back until you can't go anymore, and then it should just basically drop itself down. Do it a little slower here. Just like that. And then you just want to pull it back, hold the slide, and make sure you put that takedown lever forward so it locks in. Alrighty, so now we're going to go to the shooting test. So for this first shooting test, I'll be 20 feet away, 10 shots with .20 gram BBs. The temperature is 61 degrees Fahrenheit, and the target is 6 inches in diameter. Alright, so let's look over the 20-foot shooting test. I'm going to use this leaf here for a pointer. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I think I did hear one hit the fence. This gun just likes to shoot up and to the left. I don't know what it is, but it does. And I've already tried to adjust the hop up, and it still shoots up just a little bit. I was aiming right around here-ish. So as you can see, it likes to go up and to the left. So yeah, let's try it with the 50-foot test. Alright, for the next shooting test, all factors are the same, except for distance, which is now 50 feet instead of 20. So this is the overview for the 50-foot shooting test. As you can see, it's pretty pathetic. There's only 2 shots on target. This hole here is from the previous target underneath where I hit the paper. Yeah, this gun shoots up and to the left, like I said in the 20-foot shooting test. I don't know why, it just always does. So keep that in mind. You're probably not going to be doing any sort of pistol sniping with this like you'd want to. Now we're going to head over to the chronograph to see how hard it's shooting. Alright, for the chrono, I've got a fresh CO2. I haven't even fired 1 shot out of it, so you'll get to see a really good reading. It's still 61 degrees, still .20s, and still 10 shots. So let's do a quick overview of the gun as a whole. This gun retails for $140 and magazines are $38. This seems like a lot, but most people don't know that this pistol is not map controlled on evac.com. Map controlled is when the manufacturer puts the lowest amount of money that they will sell something for, and Marushin decided not to do that. So I was able to get the gun, extra magazine, patch, and shipping for $160 with a 23% off coupon code on evac.com. Let's talk about shooting. This gun performs really well at 20 feet, but when I backed up to 50 feet, it was poor. I messaged Britt, a teammate on my team that also owns a 5-7, and asked him why mine was shooting so poor. He said that it's probably just a break-in period for the nub, so I probably just need to shoot a few hundred rounds through it. I brought this pistol to Elf Gathering 3, and it was a beast in CQB in the new building at 878, so I know it's not total trash. Make sure to go watch the gameplay of the operation on my channel. Whenever we went to the chrono, it shoots lower than other CO2 pistols, and some of you may be wondering why. The reason being is because this pistol is extremely gas efficient. Both Britt and I have gotten 4 full mags out of a single CO2 cartridge. So let's go over the pros and cons. Pros, it looks good. It's light. It's CO2 powered. That might be a con for some people, as well as it being light. It's extremely gas efficient. It has licensing, has a really nice rail, and it's unique. Not a lot of people have run this. Whenever I brought it to Elf Gathering 3, no one else besides Britt had a 5.7. Let's go over some cons. For the time being, it's not accurate. It needs a break-in period. So out of the box, Britt's was pretty accurate, but mine, not so much. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. By the time you're seeing this, it'll be Christmas Eve. Stay tuned tomorrow for a What I Got for Christmas 2016 video. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you guys next time. Merry Christmas.